Right now at 6 o'clock, why did a vintage aircraft crash just about 5 minutes after takeoff? The B-17 crash killed 7 people, injured 9 others. Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Dennis House.
And I'm Denise DeCenzo. NTSB investigators are working around the clock to determine what happened. And tonight there are other concerns near that site. Channel 3 Shantae Passmore is live near the airport with how the crash has impacted the environment. Shantae?
Dennis and Denise, after that crash, dark, thick smoke billowed into the sky, and the firefighting foam used contained a harmful chemical known as PFAS. It even sparked an alert in Windsor, which is still in effect tonight. NTSB investigators processed this B-17 plane. Its fiery fate killed 7 people while injuring 7 others. There is evidence at the site to pore over, videos and photos submitted by the public to analyze, and records to review. We learned pilot Ernest McCauley flew for the Collins Foundation for over 20 years, which owned the vintage aircraft.
At the time of the crash, he had over 7,300 hours in the B-17 and reportedly has the highest time in the United States in a B-17. He was also the safety officer for the foundation.
The scene prompted a massive response from first responders. As flames erupted, the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection shared what type of firefighting foam crews used.
But as we also are aware within our department and more broadly, this particular foam is part of a class of chemicals called PFAS.
PFAS is a group of synthetic chemicals used in everyday items but can adversely affect people's health. DEP shared with Channel 3 it received preliminary unvalidated test results from fish tissues after foam spilled into the Farmington River from a Bradley Airport fire incident in June. The early data shows, quotes, elevated levels of PFAS in the samples taken in July. An advisory is asking people to not fish from the Farmington River or touch any remaining foam. Connecticut Airport Authority confirms to Channel 3 the firefighting foam used in June is the same type used Wednesday. DEP says fire water containing firefighting foam and fuel flowed through Bradley's storm drain into Rainbow Brook in Windsor. In Windsor Locks, Eyewitness News saw a cleanup effort underway today near the waterway near Park and Trap Rock roads. On site, containment dikes and vacuum trucks are used to collect any firefighting foam and fuel spillage from the B-17 crash. DEP says no foam is observed downstream on Rainbow Brook past the containment areas. And we learned the state already collected water samples to check for PFAS and other chemicals from Rainbow Brook and Farmington River. Next, they'll have to examine those samples. But we should note the FAA requires Bradley to have the type of foam used on Wednesday for such incidents like that. Live in Windsor Locks tonight, Shantae Passmore, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.